Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Buck Roll. Alright, it's kind of a nice day today, not too hot, not too cold, and honestly I haven't been out and just done a hiking vlog in a while, and I decided I wanted to go down to Cameron Park and go on Jacob's Ladder and just kind of wander the area around here. I've done all this before, but you know, we're kind of right in the middle, maybe towards the end of official wildflower season, and there may still be some stuff to see. So let's go. Jacob's Ladder is one of those things that makes you tired just to look at it. Basically, there was a family that lived at the top of the cliff bluff here, and they like to come down to the river from time to time, but it was really hard to get down because it was kind of straight down. So they built this ladder, and it's a bunch of uneven steps. It's been kind of updated a little bit with these handrails and stuff, but this is basically the way this family got down here. Like I said, you gotta watch out because some of these steps are like 14, 16 inches tall. Just want to take it slow. And watch where you're putting your feet. Yeah, see the steps here are like 14 inches tall, so we're really climbing with every step. And of course you gotta have graffiti people who ruin everything for everyone. And we made it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these stairs were built, probably about 100 years ago to help the wealthy family that lived in the house behind me get down to the river when they wanted to go. Originally it was made out of wood, and obviously over time that wood decayed and had to be removed. In fact, when the city kind of took over the area, they renovated it in about 1960, and then again probably about 15 years ago to make it in its current configuration, to make it safe, because you know, you get something that's 100 years old made out of wood on the side of a hill exposed to the elements. It's not going to do well for long. Somebody's going to get hurt eventually. Now, I haven't really been here in a couple of years. I think I probably visited this place the first time I moved here. This is in Cameron Park. This is called Miss Nellie's Pretty Place. It's kind of an area where, you know, it's like an outdoor arboretum kind of thing. You know, a lot of arboretums are a little bit more enclosed, but this one's, you know, they definitely let the center section go unmowed and untended during wildflower season. You can still see we have a little bit of wildflower activity. It was a good wildflower season this year, but because spring came so early and warmed up, you know, it was gone before, I mean, we aren't even into through April yet, and this is sort of the last of it. But in addition to having like wildflower areas here, they also have like more landscape stuff over here, which makes this a very beautiful place to go. I used to have something like that in my yard in California. The bees loved it too. Look at all the bees around here. Bees and moths and butterflies. Yeah, they definitely like that thing. Little lizard activity going along the ground here too. I don't think I've ever seen that species before. Kind of got these black and yellow stripes running the length of the lizard. There's a trip. I wouldn't want to be the guy that's going to mow this, because eventually they will mow this after the flowers are completely done. In fact, there's a guy out there with like a hand mower right now, although I don't think that's a hand mower, that's probably a rototiller. He's probably tearing up some of the ground so that something new can be planted there. We're just going to kind of wander around, look to see what they got. A lot of these wildflowers do well in areas where there isn't a lot of shade during the day. They like full sun. So you see the areas that they're thriving are the area where there aren't a lot of trees, a lot of things to block out the sun. There's one little section in my front yard that I've often thought about letting go wild like this and just planting wildflowers and let it do its thing in the spring, but haven't done that yet. Well, I don't think they had this here last time. Or if they did, it wasn't as big as it is now. Yeah, look at that greenhouse in there. They got two of them. I guess that's the plants they'll be putting in there later in the year. But I didn't come look at a greenhouse. Let's go find a trail, huh? It's funny, the whole wall of the greenhouse on the perimeter of the property here is blocked by this very effective plant wall here. And as I'm looking closer at it, I think this is Texas lilac. And if that's true, then I got a couple of these in my front yard, and eventually maybe they'll get to the point where they're doing this level of coverage too. Good to know what's possible. Those things certainly they've only been in the ground for a couple years and they're already massive. So anyway, here's the trailhead. Let's go down here and see what's down here, and I'll probably just keep my mouth shut a lot down here. There's people down there, so I decided to go the other way. One of the reasons I do this is to get away from people. And now we're back out here by the greenhouse again. Well, let's see what's in here. It says, come on in, bring a friend. I didn't bring a friend. I hope I'm allowed. Among other things, it looks like it's a place where they put plants that didn't make it. I'm not exactly an expert on picnic tables, but I think that one's upside down. It's like some weird art exhibit. Yeah, it's not a huge place. It's, maybe a couple of acres. Probably 20 at the most. Imagine living in that house and having this as what you look at across the street. That's one of the things I love about Waco is all the old historic houses. That house is probably more than 100 years old. They don't build them like that anymore. I think that guy was rototilling out that little garden area there. I think that's what he was doing. Yeah, definitely rototilling everything out except what they're going to keep, I guess. That is sort of one of the things you have to contend with this. In a way, this is a weed. It's a very beautiful weed. Series of very beautiful weeds, but one of the things about weeds is they tend to transplant very easily from one area to another. Beautiful weeds though, aren't they? Yeah, I should have been out here probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, but this was just solid with the blue bonnets. See, here's a little blue bonnets that are left and there, but I guarantee you this thing was purple about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Alright, we got a pollinator friendly garden here, so there should be lots of bees in here. Butterflies. Honestly, I was seeing more bees over on that purple thing. There's a couple butterflies for you though. Just a kind of a close-up of this house. This is another one of those really, really old houses here that dates back to the very early years of history in Waco. Right now, I guess it belongs to the city, and they've just turned it into a clubhouse. And so you can rent the whole place out. Probably great for like wedding receptions and stuff like that. They got an outdoor picnic area here. But yeah, this was the house at one point. It's just empty now. Like I said, it's ready to be turned into whatever you need it to for whatever your needs are. Like I said, this would be a great place to have like a wedding reception or something. Alright, let's head back down Jacob's Ladder. We're going to take it very slow because, like I said, the steps are a little uneven. But you can see how far down we're going to go. I know. It took me half an hour to recover after coming up.
I see that the bees
I think that's what the benches are, so you can kind of catch your breath.
I'm telling you, you need it, especially me.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man. I'm trying to count the steps. Every time my number be different. Every time I get on, lose breath and lose count. Oh, man. Oh, I like it, though.
Yeah, I love having it here.
Yeah. Have a good day, my brother.
You too.
Yes, sir.
I gotta admit, I don't feel so bad now being so worn out. That guy's half my age and he's worn out too. But we've almost made it. It's a lot easier coming down than going up. You gotta keep your balance coming down more, but you are having to lift your body up, and I'm not having to lift my body up, and that's quite a task. Yep, we were all the way up there. It's funny, I hear that guy up about 3/4 of the way up now, huffing and puffing. Yep, it'll do it to you. You do it every day though, I bet you your body gets used to it and it'll just be like, oh yeah, let's go up Jacob's ladder again. Hey, let's do it twice, right? So anyway, I think that was a nice little hike. I'm kind of glad I got a chance to go out and do this. Love going out and seeing this kind of stuff and taking you along. So I think that's all that I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.